everybody, my name is Emiliano Urango and I am from Catajomba, Peru. Catajomba is in the Lima region in Peru. Like a lot of areas in Peru, Catajomba is filled with tall mountains and very pretty scenery. It was a beautiful place to live, but I didn't have the opportunities I wanted there. I came to America when I was 18 years old in 1974. I have lived here for 42 years now. I came to Southern California from my home in Peru. I came by truck and boat. I'm very glad to come to America. The reason I came to America was to find a better life. When I was a teenager, the military in my town would drive through the streets in their pickup trucks. They would look at teenage boys working or walking on the side of the road, and the soldiers would climb down from the truck beds and drag the boys who looked to be over the age of 15 to enlist them to fight in the Peruvian military. I was picked up along with my brothers when I was 15. I had a mandatory enlistment of 2 years. We were paid but not very well. After we were free from the military, we could choose to both keep fighting for our country and being paid or trying to find another job. Jobs weren't very available in my town in Peru. My family felt that my brothers and I should work any job that I could find in our town until we had enough money to immigrate to America for a better life. My brothers and I worked odd jobs in construction, repair, cleaning, harvesting, and doing any job anyone would hire us for. We worked extremely hard for almost 2 years before we had saved enough money to pay for the journey to America. It was difficult to find enough money to immigrate to America legally, but my brothers and I worked hard to be able to save enough. It was becoming a normal and common thing to immigrate from my house, so there were lots of opportunities to come to America. I am very glad I came here. I have had so many opportunities and I have built a family here. I have been able to learn English and find people that I can have as my family. When I came to California, I got into the construction business. I was able to use my ability to work hard to create a career. I moved to Idaho with my brothers when I was 25. I lived there for several years until I met my wife Shirley at a dance in our community. We were married when I was 30 in Salt Lake City, Utah. We have had one son named Clayton, who is now 28 years old. We lived in Salt Lake City ever since we were married. Shirley passed away 3 years ago. I now live alone in North Salt Lake, and I am still working in the construction business with a very good company. I plan to retire in the next 5 years and move to southern Utah and use the money I have saved working in America for the past 40 years to buy a ranch to live on. It has always been my dream, and living in America made it possible. It was difficult to learn English and communicate with others. Sometimes it is still hard to understand and be understood, even 40 years later. I am an American citizen. I married an American woman in Salt Lake City in 1986, which automatically made me an American citizen. Some of my brothers came to America with me. They live in Idaho. I visit them sometimes, but we don't see each other very often. I have brothers and sisters who stayed back in Peru, and I've only met their children and nieces and nephews by talking to them on the phone. It is hard to talk to my family back in Peru. So we only talk on holidays, but I tell them how nice things are here. They like to hear all the differences in our culture here. My home city doesn't have things like Walmart or shopping malls. We also don't have large hospitals or mansions to live in. Restaurants are also not part of my home culture like they are here. I think America should welcome immigrants. I have learned to work hard here, and I have had many opportunities and built a life here. It is important to give other people from other places the chance to come here and learn. The worst part about coming to America was having to blend into the culture. Learning English and communicating with others was difficult for me. Sometimes I still have a hard time being understood, especially over the phone and when I talk to people not used to my accent. Even after 40 years, My accent is still very strong. I would definitely come to America again. It was a very good decision, and I have learned a lot by building a life here. I am a U.S. citizen because I married an American citizen. I am glad I have the benefits of being an American citizen. Meeting my wife Shirley and being part of a family here has been the best part of coming to the U.S. We have a son together, and Shirley's family has been like my own family to me. It has been nice to come here and meet people who love me. I am glad I have had the opportunities I got from coming to America. I am also grateful to be able to raise my son in America, where he had all the opportunities growing up that I never did. He was able to go to school from a young age and get a quality education. He is also able to go to college and be able to work on earning a degree to get a good job. I'm glad that my son didn't have to worry about being picked up by the Peruvian military like I was. He was able to make his own decisions about what career he wanted to do because of the freedom in America. I think if people were born and raised in America would appreciate their opportunities more, they would understand how privileged they are. Americans don't realize how good they have it by living here. Having a free country with the possibilities of doing anything they dream of is something not everyone has. Americans are very blessed people, and I am blessed to be able to live here.